My husband kept pressuring me about smashing a cake into my face on our wedding, so I let him do it and humiliated him in my own way. About 4 months prior to our wedding, my fiancé became obsessed with watching bride cake smashing videos, and it wasn't long until he asked me how I would feel if he was to do that to me. I of course told him I was in no way okay with this whatsoever and told him I would feel totally humiliated, and that divorce would be the first thing on my mind. He tried to retort, asking me if I would really throw away a marriage over a little prank, so I responded with, "Oh, like that little prank you pulled at your brother's wedding? Remember during your speech you decided to play an audio recording of him and his wife in bed which you captured without their permission. He disowned you after that, didn't he?" My fiancé went a little quiet and murmured something about that being different and went upstairs. I thought that his obsession with these videos would end soon, but nope. He came to me a month later asking me once again what my thoughts were on cake smashing videos. This time he asked me if he were to do it gently instead of full force smashing, if I would be okay with it. My response this time was, "As much force as you put into smashing my face into the cake, I'll put an equal amount of force into kicking your gonads with steel-toed boots." He once again stopped talking about it and dropped the topic, and I thought that maybe finally this time he make like Elsa and let it go, but I was very wrong. My fiancé decided to take things to the extreme shortly afterward, and about a month before we were set to have our wedding we were at home making homemade cookies. My fiancé decided to take his cookie batter covered hands and plant them into my face. As soon as he did that he said, "See, this isn't so bad, this is how the cake would feel. It's not even that bad." I started crying immediately and rushed upstairs to shower and wash the cookie batter off my face. There was a huge argument between us that night, where I called him a one-of-a-kind idiot, and he said I was unable to take a joke. According to him, if a cake was smashed in his face during the wedding he would laugh it off. I gave him the silent treatment after that until he apologized over and over the next day. I remember a few weeks before our wedding he sat me down and told me he really wanted to do a cake smashing on his wedding. He then told me his reasoning for wanting to do it so badly, which was the fact that his best friend had promised to finance the whole wedding if he cake smashed me. He swore on his mother's grave this was the reason. I looked at him in disbelief for a second, but then a diabolical thought came into my head. With this thought in mind I agreed to let him cake smash me. So our wedding day came, and to no one's surprise, my husband ended up cake smashing me and the whole party ended up erupting with laughter, with his best friend even doubling over and almost starting to cry from how bad he was laughing. What my husband did not know, however, was that behind him were all of my bridesmaids, who had each brought in a gallon of maple syrup which was used to lather my husband in while he was busy laughing and taking pictures of me.